What's going on, guys? We are back again, and I'm very excited to be doing this video first off. So, let me go ahead and say, obviously, what you guys are seeing on your screen right now is Small Soldiers, in my opinion, the hit phenomenon of the 90s, the late 90s. But either way, this movie is one of my favorite movies probably ever created. And the best way I know how to put this is if you mixed Toy Story in a much darker tone with probably Gremlins in a way. That's the best way I know how to describe it. So the entirety of this film is you get this company and they're trying to find a way to make some type of hit toy, and these two creators, they somehow create a toy, and they make the Gorgonites as well as also the Commando Elite. Now, what happens is while creating these toys, they put these military chips in the toys to where they get smarter, they have their own personality, and they take what they were designed for seriously. And you got an interesting cast in this, I will say. You got Gregory Smith, you got Kristen Dunst, you got Tom Lee Jones, who plays Chip Hazard, who is the main antagonist of this movie. And you also have, of course, Jay Moore, you got David Cross, you got Dennis Leary, and Phil Hartman. Now, again, very decent cast. I will say that. Very decent cast. The entirety of the film is based around the one Alan, who is a kind of a misfit. He doesn't really fit in anywhere, and he comes across the toys of this type of deal because his dad runs an old school type of shop. And he's like, okay, well, let me try to get some of these toys so we can actually make some money. And his dad doesn't know, but then he gets in trouble with his dad, and the toys get missing, and then he soon realizes that the toys are actually alive. And the one that is Archer, who is the leader of the Gorgonites, who is the enemy of the Commando Elite, him and Archer slowly become friends. They gather this weird, unique relationship of Alan trying to help them not only find their homeland that they were programmed to find, as well as also fight the Commando Elite. But the Commando Elite, they are very acting like soldiers. They're very malicious. They're very conniving. They're very hateful. Very crazy. And that's when they go on the hunt and they go after Alan and these other humans that they think that are allies of the Gorgonite alliance. Now, I will say this, and again, I may get a little late for this. You do see where Alan has some type of crush on Christy, who's played by Kristen Dunst. Now, again, I'm not the biggest fan of Kristen Dunst. It's weird how a lot of the movies that I do like, she's in them, and again, I just don't think she's that good of an actress. I've never really cared for her, so I kind of get over that in this film. I really just didn't care where she was in the entirety of this film. All I really wanted to care about was obviously, the monsters and the soldiers and things of that nature. And there's a lot of memorable quotes in here, the whole where, Chip Hazard's doing the lineup for the soldiers and saying all this. He says, "Good to have you aboard," or like, "He's a servant father. He was a good man." Just different smart comments that was on this, and even the comics, the game, Small Soldiers really became a big hit, and I really do miss it. I mean, it was a great. I mean, between the toys, the movie, the game, the comics they tried, it was a phenomenon in its own right. I mean, it really took off, and unfortunately, it didn't go anywhere. As fast as it took off, the fastest it just bombed, and I really don't see why, because a lot of people enjoyed this franchise, like myself. I mean, the main ones I remember having is Chip Hazard and even Archer. I remember having those toys when I was a kid, and again, I really wish that we had more of a time with these characters, but it's a great story. It's got action, it's got adventure, it's got some great looking characters in here for toys, and especially if you're a '90s kid like I am, you're definitely going to enjoy this movie. I mean, if you've never seen this movie, then first off, where were you? I know you may not, maybe you were not born yet. I don't know, but I think that this franchise really is an underrated franchise. That's the best way I describe it. This movie is underrated. This movie's underrated. The franchise is underrated. I absolutely love these characters. I love the story. I love the some like one of my favorite scenes in the film is obviously when the Gorgonites start fighting back, because again they were hiding from the Commando Elite for so long, and then also where they're having to the bike chase. That was pretty cool, and also where they start creating more so-called soldiers out of the Barbies that was in Christie's room, which was absolutely hilarious. So again, there are some good moments in this film, and don't really have to take them too seriously. It's just a good, what I call a good '90s film. But what is your overall stance of this movie? You guys remember this movie? You guys remember watching this movie? But either way, what is your overall thoughts? Let me know down in the comments down below if you guys remember Small Soldiers. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Either way, and I'll be seeing you guys on the very next one.